morning. Welcome, everyone. How's everybody feeling? Yeah. The full moon has come, and the water kind of washed it this morning, which was really great for me. Yeah. Cool. Any requests for practice today? As I put on my avatar look. Shoulders, hips. Yeah. Shoulders, hips, hips. Lots of hips. Double hips. Great. 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 We all showed up for the same thing today. Cool. Anything else? Any last requests? Neck. Neck, shoulders, hips. Okay. Okay, so we've been as a group moving through the last 18 days, a 21-day yoga challenge. And we've gone back to the Yamas and Niyamas, the kind of moral codes or ethical principles of the practice. And so we've arrived today at Tapas. Tapas can translate loosely into English as like self-discipline. So staying with what you're doing. And so the messaging that's been coming through for me in the last few days has been keep going. Because I've had so many moments where it's like everything just feels like too much or overwhelming. And I'm like, why am I doing all of this? Why do I have so many animals and a child and like all this stuff that I'm doing? And I have these moments where I'm like, I don't know if I can do this today. And that message keeps coming through, like just keep going. Just keep sticking with it. We'll have those days that are so hard and unbearable and it's hard to get out of bed. And we'll have those days that feel so amazing and you're like, this is why I'm doing this practice. So if you needed that message today, I just wanted to allow it to come through me so that you could hear it. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read a story. So if you want to soften your eyes or keep them open, however you like to receive information, just find your way into a comfortable position for you. Good. And then let's go ahead and take a nice big inhale breath through the nose. And a full exhale breath through the mouth. Let's do one more. Nice big inhale. And a full exhale breath. My husband talks about growing up on a large acreage outside of town. Periodically, to care for the land, his father would do a controlled burn. My husband watched as his father diligently prepared by checking the wind speed, wind direction, and weather forecast for any unwanted or unforeseen surprises. And then my husband watched in disbelief as his dad lit a match to the field and everything went up in flames. As a small child, none of this makes sense. Especially as he gazed at the stark after effects of the burn, everything looked charred and ruined. But within a few weeks, tiny green growth would sprout through the seemingly dead land, bringing new life and beauty, a kind of new beginning. My husband began to understand that the land had to be burned of its debris in order for it to produce the luscious bounty once again. Tapas literally means heat and can be translated as catharsis, austerity, self-discipline, spiritual effort, change, tolerance, or transformation. Tapas has the sense of cooking ourselves in the fire of discipline to transform ourselves into something else. It is our determined effort to become someone of character and strength, much like cooking an egg denatures the egg, changing it into a different structure. Tapas eventually changes our nature, turning us into a cauldron that can withstand any of life's challenges. Tapas is the day-to-day choice to burn non-supportive habits of the body and mind, choosing to forsake momentary pleasures for future rewards. In India, some spiritual renunciates practice extreme austerities. In the dead of winter, they sit for 3 hours in the cold, dressed only in a loincloth. They rig a container so that it will drip cold water on their heads and run down their almost naked bodies for the entire 3 hours. They do this practice for 45 days in a row. In the heat of summer, they build 5 small fires around themselves and one on their head, and then they sit for 3 hours in the blazing heat. They build these fires daily and sit for 3 hours for 45 days. This is done to establish themselves in a firm, unmovable center that is not rocked or disturbed by any extremes that the external world may bring. They practice staying still no matter what thoughts or fears are running through their own minds. Our practice does not need to be this daunting. However, the example of these spiritual ascetics might inspire us to a little more depth and discipline. And much like what is safe and what is timely for us in our current life context. When we have tested the wind, we can light the match, willingly burning away our laziness and our selfish desires. Whether we practice tapas by showing up on our mat for regular posture practice or through constant acts of selfless service, we offer ourselves to the next higher version of ourselves. We willingly stand in the heat so that we might produce luscious bounty in our lives. And she continues to say that we have two choices in life when we move through our practices, is to be burned or to be blessed. We can be burned or we can be blessed by our life experiences, yeah. Cool. Yeah. So we're going to begin this morning on our feet. Yeah. So just taking a moment to receive the story and the words and picking up what resonated and just allowing the rest to sort of fall aside. Good. We're going to bring a little bit of movement because this is how I like to start my morning. Okay? So you're going to rise up onto your toes and then drop your heels. And then do it a little bit faster and just let your arms hang by your side and just let everything kind of shake out. Good. And if you've been feeling a lot of stuckness or tightness, just kind of slowly letting that sort of come out of your body, shake your arms up towards the sky. Big inhales, big exhales. Out to the side, big inhale, big exhale. Good, out front. Yeah, smiling helps, changes everything. Skip a little bit side to side. Good. One more nice big inhale. Big exhale. Good. And then come to pause on your feet. Take your feet about hip distance apart and just take a moment to feel all that beautiful energy moving around in your body. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. And we're going to open this morning with a mantra call and response to Shiva. Okay, so just listen to my voice and repeat after me. Yeah. Yeah. Jai Shiva. Shankara, Bum Bum Hara Hara, Jai Shiva, Shankara, Bum Bum Hara Hara, Hara Hara. Hara Hara, Bum Bum Hara Hara, Hara Hara, Hara Hara, Bum Bum Hara Hara. Jai Shiva Shankara Bum Bum Hara Hara, 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 Hara Hara. Hara Hara Bum Bum Hara Hara, Hara Hara, Hara Hara Bum Bum Hara Hara, Hara Hara, Hara Hara Bum Bum Hara Hara, Hara Hara, Hara Hara Bum Bum Hara hara, hara. Yeah, taking a nice big inhale breath to Om. Beautiful. So the invitation is to show up to practice when we want to, and to also show up when we don't want to. Yeah. Good. I wish you all a beautiful practice. Namaste. Okay, so you're going to take a nice big inhale breath and reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. Stretch out of your side waist. And then as you exhale, bow and fold forward, touch the earth. Good. Wah. Inhale, breath, lengthen forward through your spine, draw your belly in. And then as you exhale, fold back in towards yourself. Good. Inhale, breath, halfway lift. Exhale, breath, bow in. Good. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your thighs back, reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up to stand. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale again, bow and fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, breath, fold in. Last time, inhale, come all the way up to stand, reach your arms up. And exhale, breath, fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then as you exhale, walk yourself back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here just to move around in your body, do whatever you need, maybe bending your knees, swaying your hips side to side, but really try to shake out your head and your neck, just releasing tension in the upper body. Taking exhales through the mouth are great for moving energy, so if something feels stuck or intense, you just exhale through your mouth and let it go. Good. On your next inhale breath, lift your heels and ripple forward into high plank pose. As you exhale, you're going to bend your knees to hover off the floor and then drag your hips back and come back into downward dog. Good. Again, inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, bend your knees and glide your hips back. Good. And just play with that, moving with your own breath. Whoa. Good. Let's take one more, and then we'll pause in downward dog. Good. Inhale, breath, reach your right leg straight back behind you, spread your toes. Good. Hold and breathe. Look down the front line of your body, find your toes and spin all 5 toes towards the earth. And then press your arms a little straighter and reach back. And as you exhale, draw the knee to your nose and step your foot in between your hands. Good. Come up onto your left fingertips. And as you inhale, you're going to reach your right arm forward. And as you exhale, circle it back. Good. Inhale to reach the arm forward. Exhale to circle it back. Good. And imagine you're moving through like water, something that adds a little bit of resistance. And each time you're trying to open your shoulder and your chest a little bit more. Good. One more breath. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, circle back. Good. Bring your palm down to the earth and step back, downward dog. Good. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. And as you exhale, lower to the earth, knees or no knees, whatever you need. Point your toes back, inhale into your cobra. And exhale, breath, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg straight back behind you, spread your toes. Again, look down the front line of your body, spin all 5 toes to the earth so you feel your hip wrap down. And then stretch as long as you can, press forward and reach back. And on your next exhale breath, knee to nose. Look forward and place your foot between your hands. Good. Come up onto your right fingertips. Inhale, reach left arm forward. And exhale, breath, circle it back. Good. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale back. Good. And feel free to lift, like pulse your hips can feel really nice as you circle your arm. Yeah, and then smiling makes everything feel better. Just softens the whole experience. Good, one more time. And then exhale, we step back, downward dog. Ra. Good. Inhale, breath, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, breath, lower all the way down to the earth. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, breath, downward dog. Take a nice big inhale breath through your nose. And a big exhale breath through your mouth. Ha. Good. Walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat, coming into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. And when you get there, take a big inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale, breath, bow and fold. So you're going to walk your hands all the way over to the left. And when you get there, bend your left knee, press your right leg straight, and lean your hips away from your fingertips, stretching into your hip and your side waist. Shake your head out, relax your tongue. Ha. Ra. And you can wiggle around a little bit and just see where you're holding. And with your breath and your awareness, you just start to soften and let it go. Wah. Inhale, walk around through center. Exhale all the way over to the other side. Bend your right knee, the one your belly's on, and then lean your hips away from your fingertips. Relax the back of your head and neck. Breathe, shake it out, let it go. Whatever you're holding, just let it go. Wah. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, breath, fold in. Good. Inhale, we rise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, palms come down through your heart. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms out, reach your arms up towards the sky. Pause for a moment, look down at your feet and just see both feet pointing straight forward. Okay. And then start to straighten your legs and lift your low belly, reach up through your palms. And as you exhale, lift up and over towards the right, lean your hips to the left. And then inhale, pull up through center. And exhale, lean to the other side. So just come to where it feels good. You can still breathe. You're not straining or stressing, and you just flow side to side, inhaling through center and exhaling to lean over. Soften your face, soften your eyes. One more time, each side. Imagine it feels so good, and you're like, yes, this is so good. Raw. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward, interlace your hands behind your back, and open your shoulders. Wow. Big inhale. Big exhales to get your tongue go. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, release your fingertips. And as you exhale, big step back with your right foot. Okay, inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, high lunge. Okay, ready? We're gonna build a little bit of heat. So as you exhale, you're gonna sink your back knee as much as you can. And then as you inhale, press the floor away and reach up through your fingers. Exhale, sink your knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink. Slow it down with your breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink. Yeah, slower is going to create more burn. Inhale, reach up. Rah. Exhale, sink. One more in. And out. Bring your knee all the way down to the floor, and then take a nice big inhale breath. Lift up and lean back. And then exhale, palms come down to the earth. And we step back, downward dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank pose. Hold here and breathe, okay? What I'd love for you to focus on is hugging the midline with your legs, so squeeze like there's a block between your thighs. And then try to lengthen your tailbone and feel your low belly draw in. Good, sharp inhale and exhale, breath through the nose. Big inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Exhale, lower to the earth, knees or no knees. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, your choice. Exhale, breath, downward dog. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg back. Exhale, breath, step your right foot forward. Warrior one, spin your back heel on a 45, and on an inhale breath, you come all the way up. Good. Good. Take a few breaths just to feel the weight in your feet. Notice if you're leaning forward into your front foot or back into your back foot, and try to balance the weight. And then we're going to sweep the left arm underneath the right, eagle arms. Take a couple breaths into your upper back, and then take a nice big inhale breath. And as you exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Chest to thighs a little less intense in the hips. If you come all the way down to the inside of your foot, it's more intense. And you can also pulse up and down with your breath, inhaling to rise and exhaling to sink down. Try to relax your jaw and the back of your neck. Good, one more nice big inhale. Exhales to get your tongue, let something go. Good. Inhale, reach forward, rise, come all the way up. Release your arms, reach them straight up towards the sky. And then exhale breath, downward dog or vinyasa. So you see what you need. Come into your downward dog, pause and breathe. Just feel the whole experience. On your next inhale breath, you're going to lift your heels, look forward. And as you exhale, bend your knees, step, walk, or hop forward. Inhale to lengthen your spine as you arrive. And exhale, breath to fold in. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, reach your arms up. And exhale, breath, Samastitihi, palms to your heart. Okay. Now interlace your fingers the opposite way, the awkward way. Flip your palms out, reach them up towards the sky. Take your feet hip distance apart, and then same thing, nice big inhale breath, lift your belly. As you exhale, lift up and over to the right. Press down evenly through both legs. Inhale, pull up through center. Exhale to the other side. Reach out through your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean over. Remember to smile. Yeah. Changes all the neurotransmitters. Good. Inhale, come up through center. And exhale, breath, dive forward. Interlace your hands behind you. Wow. Hold and breathe. Let your shoulders open and relax. You can shake out your head. You can roll around. Do whatever you need just to shake out the tension. Let it go. Good. And then on your next inhale breath, halfway lift. Fingertips to the earth. And as you exhale, step your left foot back. High lunge, inhale, rise. Okay, ready? As you exhale, sink your back knee just to hover. Inhale, press the floor away, reach up. Slow and controlled. Exhale, lower. Feel all the muscles working. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Remember to smile. Exhale. Shh. Good. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, release your fingertips to the earth. Good. Sink your back knee down to the floor. And then inhale, rise up, low lunge. And just hold for a couple breaths, breathing into the front of your hip. Notice if it feels delicious today or kind of icky. It's all good. And then exhale, palms come down to the earth. Step back into downward dog. Wow. Inhale, lift your heels, come forward, high plank. So again, we're gonna hold. If it was a little bit too much last time, just bring your knees to the floor. Still getting power in the arms. Good. Hug your inner thighs, pull your belly away from the floor, and then squeeze your arms in towards each other like you're hugging a beach ball. And then breathe. Breathe, shake, smile, sweat, feel it all. Welcome it all in the same way as something that feels really great. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale, breath lower all the way down. And knees are welcome. Good. Point your toes back. Interlace your hands behind you. Forehead to the earth. Good. As you inhale, reach back through your arms. Float your chest up as much as you can. And then exhale, breath, and sink your chest down. Forehead to the earth. Inhale, rise, reach back. Exhale, lower. Good. Last time we come up and we hold. Keep the back of your neck long, so chin slightly towards the throat. And if it feels good in your body, lift your legs. And then you can rock side to side. You can let the back of your head release. And you just roll around. Roll around and just release something, let it go. Good. Let's take one more nice big inhale, come back through center, lift everything up high. And then exhale, release. Good. Palms by your ribs. Curl your toes under, and as you inhale, press all the way back. Downward dog. Good. Inhale, left leg reaches back. And as you exhale, step your left foot forward. Warrior one, spin your heel, inhale, breath, rise. Okay. Right arm under left. Okay. How we feeling? Great. Okay. Woo! Inhale, breath, reach up. And as you exhale, lean forward. So you choose how deep you come forward, meet your body where it is. Okay, you can always stay upright if it's too much in your hips, and you can also pulse if you're down low. Yeah, try to smile, and again, imagine it feels so good. We're releasing and opening and letting go of stuff that we've been holding for a long time so that we can see a little more clearly, feel a little more open. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, see out your tongue, go. Yeah. Inhale, reach forward, come all the way up. Release your arms, reach them up to the sky. Downward dog or vinyasa, your choice. Okay. See what feels good in your body. Good. Come back to your downward dog. Hold and breathe. So something I like to play with when I'm holding downward dog is every inhale, imagine you're sucking everything up off the earth, so your chest will lift a little bit, your armpits will lift. And then as you exhale, sink in, allow your chest to get heavy and your shoulders to drop. And just pulse a little bit with your breath. Feeling the ebb and flow of expansion and contraction, of opening and closing. Good. And then on your next inhale breath, you're going to lift your heels, look forward. And as you exhale, bend your knees, step, walk, hop, or float. Inhale breath, lengthen spine. Exhale breath, bow and fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, reach your arms up. And exhale breath, palms come down through your heart. Good. Pause and breathe. Notice how you feel. Can you guys hear me okay in the back? Sound kinda? Okay. Good. Bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Utkatasana chair pose. Sit your hips back, reach your arms up towards the sky. Good. So playing with the ebb and flow by sinking the hips back, but then also pressing into the earth and pulling everything in and lifting it up. And just pulse there a little bit, up and down with your breath. Good. Ready, breath of fire. Big inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, breath, dive forward. Interlace your hands behind you. Rah. Big inhale. Big exhale. Ha. Ha. Inhale, halfway lift, release your fingertips. And as you exhale, big step back with your right foot. Okay. Inhale, rise up. As you exhale, sweep your left arm back, right arm forward, twist open. Inhale, reach up. And then same thing, twist to the same side, open. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist open. Good. Look forward at your front fingertips, press off your back toes, lean forward, and then hook your elbow and stack your palms. If you need the support, always feel free to lower your back knee, okay? And then press your top palm into your bottom palm. Try to lift and spin your breastbone towards your thumbs. Shoulders draw down your back. Smile, breathe. Ha. Good. Take one more nice big inhale. Big exhale. Start to look down at the floor, and then you untwist, fingertips touch. Take an inhale breath here, look forward. And as you exhale, straighten your front leg as much as you can and fold in. Good. Inhale, bend. And exhale, breath, straighten. Good. One more inhale. And exhale, and then we're gonna hold. Hold here and breathe into the back of your leg. Let something go. Good. Take one more nice big inhale breath through your nose. Big exhale breath through your mouth. Good. And then inhale, bend into your knee. And exhale breath, step back, downward dog. Good. Inhale, come forward, high plank. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Interlace your hands behind you, forehead to the earth. As you inhale, reach back through your arms, lift your chest. Exhale, breath, sink down. Good. Inhale, reach back, charge your legs, kneecaps lift, chest lifts. Exhale, breath, lower. One more, inhale, rise. Option to hold. If you need to let go, release. Maybe lift the legs. And if you want a little bit more, curl the feet in and look for the tops of your feet. Okay, and just think like maybe 20 or 30% kicking back, trying to lift the ribs up off the earth, opening your chest and your shoulders. Soften when you need to. Kick back when you have space to open a little bit more. Wah. Maybe kick side to side. Try not to overdo. Just come to that edge where it feels really sweet. Take one more inhale, spread your toes. And exhale, breath, release. Good. Hold and breathe for a couple breaths. Take a nice big inhale breath through your nose. And a big exhale breath through your mouth. Good. Palms by your ribs. Child's pose or downward dog, whatever you need. Okay, good. Good. Feel the warmth on your skin, maybe a little bit of sweat. How beautiful that feels to purify and cleanse the body. So when and if you feel ready, come back up to downward dog. And then we're going to inhale, reach the right leg back, curl the heel and stack the hip. Wah. Good. Step the foot in between your hands. Warrior two. Wah. Okay, take a moment to arrive on your feet. Good. On an inhale breath, we're going to straighten the front leg and reach the arms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, sink back down into your knee. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, sink. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good. Holding warrior two, look forward over your front middle finger, and then inhale, reach forward as far as you can, try to touch the front wall. Side angle pose. If you want to be a little more chilled today, forearm to thigh, top arm to the sky. And you can also reach that top arm straight out in front of you and then sweep it over top of your ear. Good. Yeah. Press out through your back foot, lift your low belly, maybe roll your heart open and lean your head back a little bit. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, press down, come all the way up. Straighten your front leg and lean back. Exalted triangle, just lengthening your waist, lifting the low belly, breathe. And then we'll come forward for triangle pose. Strong legs. Imagine you're going to press your mat apart by pressing out through your feet. Hand to shin or to a block, and the other hand up towards the sky. Yeah, having something to put your bottom hand on is really nice, because then you press down and you can lift up and get a little lighter. Yeah. Good. Let's take one more nice big inhale. Big exhale breath. Good. Look down at your front knee, bend into your knee. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Straighten your front leg and then parallel your feet. Bring your hands to your hips. Okay. Good. Take a nice big inhale breath, lift up. And as you exhale, try to hinge from your hips and bow forward. Find the earth. Okay. Inhale, halfway lift your spine. And then what can feel really nice is just to lean your hips side to side with your breath, just feeling into your inner leg lines. What's going on in there this morning? Breathing it through the body. Remembering to exhale through the mouth if you need it, or make a little sound. Yeah, we hold a lot of tension in here. a lot of tension, so good. Okay. When you feel ready, come back towards center. Take an inhale and lengthen, and then we'll exhale, just bow right in between the legs. Some of us might be just straight spine, and some of us might be able to hinge from the hips and bow in. And if your head is down towards the earth, imagine that it's got a lot of weight, and that weight is helping to put traction on the spine. Breathe. Imagine just by hanging here that you're creating space between each one of your vertebrae, releasing tension, compression. Good. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Good. Inhale breath, halfway lift your spine. Good. Exhale breath, crawl yourself around to the top of your mat. And then sink your back knee down to the floor. Raw. Heel toe your right foot wide and bring both hands to the inside and say hi to your hips. Good. So my friends that don't do shapes like this that often, please come up high and support yourself so you don't overstretch today, because you'll feel it a lot tomorrow. Okay. And if you're comfortable and you come into lunges quite often, maybe coming down onto your elbows or forearms, on a block or on the earth. Good. And this is when we get into the good stuff. So just notice what comes up in your mind, and you just watch it. You invite it all to come up. Everything is worthy. Everything gets its place. But we try not to attach to whatever that is that comes up. We rather kind of step back and allow it just to move through us. Almost like we're a colander with holes, and we just allow everything to move freely. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Good. Inhale, you're going to walk back up onto your hands. Okay. Look at your front foot, and you're going to start to spin the toes out to the side off your mat. Okay. This is going to work for some of us, not for all, so just be mindful of your own body. You're going to start to roll out onto the pinky toe side of your foot and let the knee fall out. And maybe that means pulling it in and letting it roll out. If that's comfortable for you, you can bring your left hand forward and start to spin your hips. So only for those of you that are open in your hips, you come here. And you're going to feel this everywhere. Wow. And then if and only if you have that space, you curl the back heel in and look for the top of your foot, and you bring in a quad stretch as well. Wherever you are, dance lightly on the edge. Try not to over force or over push, but allow the breath to kind of pulse you in and out of that interesting space of intensity. Wah. Wah. Good. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Good. Slowly release your back foot if you have it. Slowly wind yourself forward. Heel toe that right foot back in. Okay, Ardha Hanuman, you might want blocks for this. Ardha Hanuman, you just drag your hips back and we come back into the hamstring. Wow. Okay. So what the blocks do is they allow us to stay upright with the spine, so there's less weight coming down on opening the back of the leg. And we just breathe, breathe, smile. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. If it gets to be too intense, always feel free to come forward into a lunge, let it go for a breath, and then come back. And those of you that might be a little more open and curious to stretch a little deeper, you can start to come into maybe full Hanuman, full splits, at which point it can be really nice to place a block, just making sure it supports the sit bone and the back of the hamstring. So only if that works in your body. Cool. Remembering that we're always the ones in charge of how far and how deep we go. Everything is just an offering, an invitation. Good. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Good. If you're in full splits, really mindful to press down, lift the weight up, and then a little drag of the heel, little drag of the knee. And we'll slowly find our way back into downward dog. Good. And if you like, take a vinyasa. Good. Take your feet wide and walk your hands back to your feet, coming into Malasana at the back of the mat. Okay. Good. Okay. So when we come into this shape, we want to get the heels to the floor. And if the heels don't arrive on the floor, you can find your blanket and slide it behind you so that it's supporting your heels. And when you have that support, then it's a little easier to descend your weight. And that will start to open the back of your legs, yeah? Okay, and if it doesn't work for you, just come down and take Baddha Konasana for a few breaths. Okay. My friends that are here, you can play with being upright in the spine, or you can play with bowing forward and maybe releasing your back a little bit. Wherever we are, tapping into our breath. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face. Good. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. And a big exhale breath through the mouth. Good. So we're gonna lean forward, bring the hands to the floor, lift the heels, and then start to straighten your legs and spin your heels out, coming into a standing forward fold at the back of your mat. Okay, good. So we're gonna bring in a twist. My friends that are not as flexible through your hips, you're just gonna do right fingertips to the earth, left arm to the sky. My friends with a little more flexibility, bend your knees, reach your arms forward, and then you're gonna feed your right arm through your legs to your outer right hip. Reach around with your left hand, find fingertips, and then looking down at the floor, you'll start to press your legs straight and spin your chest open towards the side. Press your leg into your arm and then lean away from that. Lean your head back, lean your shoulders back. Breathe, 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 breathe. So much breath. Inhale, exhale, release. Reach your arms forward, come to the other side. And my friends, here you'll just switch arms. Left hand down, right arm up. Okay. If you're feeding your arms through, they meet at your left hip. Straighten your legs, lean forward, and then start to spin and lean your upper shoulder back. Breathe, 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 breathe. Good. Inhale, exhale, release. Come forward, walk your hands forward. Okay. Step your right foot to the top of your mat. And inhale breath, we come up, high lunge. Okay. Take an inhale breath here. And as you exhale, sweep your right arm back, left arm forward, twist open. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, twist open. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. You can hold here or inhale, reach forward and hook your elbow. Okay. And if that's ever too much, just do a big open twist. If you have your elbow hooked, press your palms together, lift and spin your heart open and breathe. Breathe through your rib cage, breathe right into the twist. Find space with your breath. Good, and then slowly look down at the floor, release your hands. Finding blocks or fingertips to the earth, take an inhale, sink your back knee, and then exhale breath and straighten your front leg, fold in. Inhale, bend. And exhale, straighten. Good. Take one more round, and then we're going to hold the straight leg and breathe, breathe, breathe. Relax your jaw, relax your tongue. Even try to soften your eyeballs in their sockets. Shake out your head. Good. Inhale, bend forward. Release your block, step back into downward dog. Okay, option to stay here or take a vinyasa if you like. Okay, inhale, reach your left leg back. Holding here or curl heel and stack hip. Breathe. Good. And then when you're ready, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Coming into warrior two on this side. Good. Inhale, breath, straighten your front leg, reach your arms up, palms touch. And then exhale, breath, sit back down, warrior two. Inhale, reach up, straighten your legs. Exhale, breath, sit down. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. Good, hold here, look at over your front middle finger, and then inhale, reach forward, lean forward. Exhale, forearm to thigh, top arm to the sky. Good. Press down into both of your feet. Try to squeeze your left butt cheek a little bit and maybe roll your heart open. Option to bring that top arm over your ear if that feels good, and stretch the whole length of your right body. Lift your right hip a bit and really stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. Inhale, breath, press down, come all the way up. Straighten your front leg, lift up and lean back. And breathe and create straight length through your left side body. And then when you feel ready, triangle pose. Okay. So both legs are straight. You're pressing out from the center of your belly through both legs. Fingertips find the earth, your shin or a block. And then everything presses down and you try to lift up and away. Breathe, feel. All your energy really flows in this posture because we're reaching in all directions from our center. Good. Look down at your front foot, bend into your knee, come all the way back up. Okay. Straighten your front leg and then parallel your feet to face the windows. Wide-legged forward fold, bring your hands onto your hips. Take a nice big inhale, lift up, and then exhale, bow forward. Okay, so you can do fingertips to the floor, you can keep hands on your hips, you can interlace behind your back, you can reach for your big toes. Okay, I'd recommend try turning toes in and heels out a little bit, and just see how that feels. And if the crown of your head comes to the earth and you have a practice of inverting and that feels good for right now, feel free to go upside down. Wherever you are though, keep the breath flowing, inhaling and exhaling nice and slow so we stay in that meditative state. Notice what's coming up in your mind. And again, we just hug whatever those thoughts are, give them a big hug. Yeah. It's okay to feel friction. It's okay to feel tense. But we just remember that we want to let it go at a certain point so it doesn't hold on for the whole day. So if you need to, you exhale through your mouth, and you just let it go. And we practice every day letting go. And we get better at it and better at it and better at it. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Good. And then if you're upside down, we slowly bring feet back to the earth. And then everybody takes an inhale, halfway lift the spine. Yeah. Start to crawl yourself back around to the top of your mat. Sink your back knee down to the earth. Find a block if you need it. Heel toe that left foot wide, lizard pose. Okay. So you just tell yourself, I'm going in. It's going to be intense. Prepare yourself, right? So that then you can come in and you can smile. And remember, when we come in, we're not trying to fight ourselves or to force anything, but rather to come to that place where maybe we can start to invite ourselves in somewhere a little deeper. Yeah. Almost like you're taking yourself by the hand and leading yourself into somewhere that might feel unfamiliar, scary, unknown. And it's okay to go there, and in fact, we need to go there. Yeah. And it is those times in our life that really grow us. When we wake up and we don't want to get out of bed, when life is so intense, we still choose to get up and get out of bed and face whatever it is that we're facing, knowing that at a certain point we'll be able to look back and be like, wow, look at how far I've come. I did survive that moment. Yeah. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Slowly rise back up. Okay. So like we tried on the other side, remember, we're just trying, we're being curious, we're seeing what happens. Spin your left toes out to the side and just kind of play with rolling out onto the pinky toe edge of your foot and just going, whoa, what's going on in there? And then coming back. And that might just be where you are today, just playing. And if you can roll and hang out there and it feels great, then you can start to twist your hips. And this will bring you deeper. And you can rock around a little bit, feel it out. And then maybe for some of us, we're able to curl that back heel in and find the top of the foot. Okay. Good. So it doesn't matter where we get to in the posture. It's just about being there fully and being okay with it. Wherever we are, it's perfect. It's totally perfect. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath. Big exhale, stick out the tongue, go. Yeah. Good. Slowly release everything. Slow and mindful. Wah. Lift the hips high, spin yourself back around. And then you're going to heel toe your foot back in front of your hip. And from here, we're going to glide the hips back and get into the hamstrings. Wow. Another super fun place to be. Hamstrings. Good. Okay. And remember, again, you don't have to hang and like suffer. You can always pulse in and out a little bit, just slowly, and you're just kind of checking in and saying, what is going on? Why is there all that sensation there? Can I breathe with it? Can I be with it? Can I move it around by giving it attention? And if you feel called to stretch out bigger, feel free to slide your heel forward or your knee back, maybe coming into full. And if you do, it's a pretty wow pose. Wow. But maybe today all you need is to do less, and so you do less. And we come back to the breath and we breathe. Yeah. And if I breathe, can I soften my edges a little bit? Wow. Good. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Good. And then nice and slow, you come out. Little wiggle here, little wiggle there, until everything comes back forward. And then you come into either child's pose or downward dog. See what you need. Wah. Good. If you need one more vinyasa, take the vinyasa. And then let's all come down to child's pose for a couple breaths. And we just take a moment just to be without needing to do anything. Try to come into complete stillness if you can. Like just allow your whole body to be heavy, relaxing fingers, relaxing the tongue from root to tip, like deep in the throat. Relax your tongue and your throat. Feel your upper body, how it weights down and kind of massages your back. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. And a big exhale breath through the mouth. So we're going to roll up to sit on our heels. So there's a few different ways to take this shape. If sitting right back on your heels doesn't work in your body, you can open your heels and sit up on a block. Okay, and this will take some of the weight out of your ankles and your knees. So just see what you need. So we're going to reach the left arm up towards the sky. Okay, bend the elbow, find your upper back. And then reach up with your right hand and guide the elbow behind your head, just inviting it, not again over pressing, but just finding where it might go. And then start to lift your chin and lean your head back and breathe all through your left shoulder and armpit. Good. Noticing if maybe you're overarching, and if you are, just inviting the front body to pull back a little bit, and then lifting up a little taller through your spine and through your top elbow. Staying here, or if you have the full bind, reach your right arm to the side, spin your thumb down, reach back and around, and look for your fingertips. Okay. So finding the one that works in your body, we hold and we breathe. And then try to imagine you're reaching your elbows away from each other. So one is reaching down, one is reaching up. And then we breathe along that line. And try to relax the jaw. And maybe we start to feel a little bit of tingling, a little bit of sensation. And we, again, breathe with that. Try to imagine you're fanning that through your body. Good. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Good. Slowly release. Reaching one arm to the sky, one arm to the earth, and you just shake it out. Shake it out. Maybe get some energy flushing through your arms, super nice. And then come to the other side. Okay. So just holding and breathing, pulling the belly and the ribs back, leaning the head back. And again, invitation to stay here, or maybe reaching left arm out to the side, spinning the thumb down, reaching back and around, and seeing if you can find space. Ribs pulling back and in. Beautiful. Reaching elbows away from each other. Chin slightly down towards the chest and pulling back so you can reach up through the crown of your head. Try to smile super big. And imagine all that space opening in your shoulders, your neck, your throat. Wow. Good. Inhale, breath, slowly release. Slowly reach one arm down, one arm up. And we just give a minute for all of that to flow. So those of you that have a headstand practice and you wish to take headstand for a couple minutes, please feel free to go there if that's not in your practice. We're going to come down and take a forward fold. Okay. Okay, so if you're going to come in for the forward fold, maybe sitting up on the edge of your blanket. And my friends, and headstand, if you're really comfortable, you can start playing with maybe lowering one leg down to the floor, lifting it up, and then lowering the other one as slow and controlled as you can. And my friends, coming into the forward fold, you can find the flesh of your bum and pull it back. And then just slowly start to lean forward. I like to bend my knees because it really helps me to get out of the rounding in my low back. And maybe your hands, maybe your elbows just rest on your thighs. Maybe they can rest on your calves. Maybe some of us lean forward and find the soles of the feet. And then just allow the back of your neck to lengthen by slightly drawing chin towards chest. Yeah. And don't always try not to worry about what it looks like, but rather soften your eyes and see, what does it feel like? Does it feel like I'm starting to lengthen my low back? Does it feel like I'm lengthening my hamstrings? That's what we're looking for, is spaciousness, length. A release of some kind. But forward folds also always give us a moment to turn in and see what's going on inside, so we enjoy that. So just take 3 more breaths here. Nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Again, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. One more, big and full. And exhaling. So my friends in headstand, you can come down and take child's pose for a few breaths. And my friends in the forward fold, just slowly walk yourselves up, coming all the way up. Taking a moment just to feel. You might get a little flush of energy through your mind. Good. And then we'll bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Walk the hands behind you. So if you've got wrist, shoulder, or neck stuff, just stay here. Draw your shoulders back and lift your heart. But if you feel good in all those places, you can lift your bum, lean forward, and then press down through your heels and come into reverse table. This is really nice. It really stretches the front of the shoulders. Chin can stay at the chest if your neck feels a little off today. If it feels good, let your head fall back and snuggle between your shoulders. Nice, big, full, slow breath. Press down into your heels, maybe tone your glutes and lift your hips a little higher. Claw your fingertips. Good. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale through your mouth. Go. Good. And then we slowly release, come all the way down. Come to sit, reach your legs out to the side. Wow. Okay. So if you come into this shape and you're really rounding in your back, try bending your knees and lifting out of your back, and you might put blocks behind your knees to support you. Okay. And again, some of us also might be up on the blanket. This is good if you get pinching in your low back, and then just start to lean forward. And if leaning doesn't happen, just stay here and do a little press into your fingertips and think tall spine. Wow. And try to find this sweet kind of balance between efforting and letting go. And most of us need to let go more than effort. Try to slow down and deepen your breath. Scan through your body and notice as if there's somewhere that you're still gripping. We're always gripping, often where we're trying to let go and release, which is really interesting. I'm going to share with you a little reading about the breath. With all the techniques of breathing that I've explored over the last 50 years, the one that works best for me is to awaken my awareness and then to be effortlessly breathing rather than focusing on my breath. And what that has done is taken the breath to the cellular level, away from even the lungs and the diaphragms, coming to the place of just letting your breath breathe. Just letting your breath breathe. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. As you feel ready, we'll slowly rise all the way back up. Take your time if it feels really good and you want to hang a bit. So we're going to take our left heel and bring it right in towards the pubic bone. Good. And then walking your fingertips out to the side, so they might just land on the outside of your leg. We're going to reach up through the left arm and just start by really pressing down through your sit bones and trying to lift your belly and your side waist and find length. And that might feel really great just there, trying to grow through the spine. And maybe you also play a little bit with leaning over to the side. And as you do, really press that bent knee hip down. So you're stretching and lengthening. Turn your head around, freeing your neck until you find that place where it feels nice to hold. And we can also pulse a little bit in and out. So again, we're not over stretching, but finding that sweet spot. And just with your breath, you slowly pulse in and you see where your body wants to go today, what feels good. We're always looking for space. Yeah. So trying to move away from contraction or tightening of the breath towards that place where your breath just opens and it gets really big and free. And those of you that are a little more open, you can bring your bottom arm to the inside of your leg. And that gives you a little anchoring to press back and roll your heart open. And maybe look for your foot. Wah. Wherever you are, breathe. And allow your breath to breathe. Let's take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose. Big exhale breath through the mouth. Okay. My friends that are down low, you're just going to roll your chest towards the floor and then come up. And if you're up high, you can lift up. Pause for a minute when you come back to center and just feel. Wah. Notice how one side of your body feels compared to the other. And then when you feel ready, we'll switch. So again, just beginning by looking for length, by pressing down into the sit bones, lifting the belly and the waist and reaching up, seeing what that feels like. And then maybe leaning over a little bit, starting by just pulsing, letting the body know like, hey, I'm thinking about coming in here. How do you feel about that? And the body speaks pretty clearly, yes and no. Wow. And if it helps, you can close your eyes. Sometimes that really helps to just bring us into our own experience. Wow. And remember to be curious and kind of roll around and move around so you're never stuck in one spot. Turn your head, just allowing the neck to stay relaxed, the tongue, the throat. Wow. And if your bottom arm does arrive at the inside of your leg, for those of you that have a little more space, you press back the arm into the leg so you can roll your heart open more. Wow. Wow. Let's collectively take one more nice big inhale breath through the nose and a big exhale breath through the mouth. Good. And then you slowly roll forward. Walk yourself up. And then draw both legs in, coming into a cross-legged seat. And I wanted to finish this morning with a little bit of breath work. And then after that, you can choose to stay in a meditative seat, or if you want to lay down and take Shavasana, you can lay down. Okay. So we'll take Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. This is just a nice way to make sure that we're balanced in our energies, the fire and the lunar. Yeah. So you'll take your right hand, you'll be opposite of me, and you can either curl middle finger and index finger in towards palm, or some of us prefer to press here between the eyebrows. And then the thumb will close your right nostril and we'll breathe out and in through the left. And then your fourth finger will close your left nostril and we'll breathe out and in through the right. Yeah, so it'll look like this. Okay. So let's just start by taking an inhale breath through both nostrils and an exhale breath through the mouth. Good. Inhale through both. Close your right nostril with your thumb and exhale through your left. Inhale, same side, left side. Close and exhale through the right. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4, empty. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale right, 2, 3, 4, empty. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4, empty. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale right, 2, 3, 4, empty. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4, pause. And then exhale all the way out on the left side. Release your hand and just come back to your natural breath. So the invitation is to just stay here, just watching your breath flowing. But if you need to at any point lay down, please feel free also to lay down. Let's just slowly begin to come back to our bodies. Just inviting a nice deep inhale breath through the nose. And a full exhale breath through the mouth. Let's do that one more time. Nice big inhale breath. And a full exhale breath. And as you continue to deepen your breath, just starting to bring little movements back into the body. My friends that are sitting, you can place your hands on your thighs and just start to rub your thighs, just bringing some sensation back in. And those of you on your back, you can start to maybe stretch the arms above your head, taking a big full body stretch. And drawing the knees in towards the chest. We'll start to find our way all the way back up to our seat. So as you arrive back in your seat, just take a moment to fully arrive back in. Just noticing the effects of the practice, feeling them on all levels, body, mind, spirit, and beyond. And then lifting to join the palms either together in front of the heart or on top of the heart, whatever feels good for you. So during times of catharsis, we have two choices: to break down or to break open. We can't prevent these times in our lives or know their shape or outcome, but we can prepare ourselves for them through our daily practice, through building our ability to stay in unpleasantness, and through the small daily choices that we make. Let's take the sound of one Om to seal the practice in today. So taking a clearing inhale breath through the nose, releasing it through the mouth. Inhaling to Om. Bowing your brain in towards your heart, thanking yourself for coming to your practice always. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Nice to practice with you always. Just wanted to let you know, a little announcement. We have a cacao ceremony tonight. If anybody's interested in coming, we sing songs and have a sound bath, and we connect with the medicine of cacao, which is really beautiful for tapping into the heart and clearing anything that needs to be cleared. So it aligns really great with tapas. This clearing, this setting the fire, and clearing the debris. So if you're interested in that, just let me know after class. And yeah.
Where is it?
It's just here at my friend's house, Sandra's house, just about a block from here, yeah. And we do have a class that comes in after us, so I just ask that we put our things away as mindfully and quickly as we can. And I'll meet you outside, yeah?